Hello, folks. We're here today to discuss stimming. Stimming, things such as flapping, rocking, rubbing. Sometimes I do this. What else? I think even sucking your thumb is a stim. I sucked my thumb till I was about 13. And I still actually, honestly, I still suck my thumb when I get really upset. It's very rare occasion now that I'm back home in Arizona, but when I was in California, I would still go to bed upset and suck my thumb. I've always rubbed my sheets like this since I was very little. And as a matter of fact, I had a piece of fabric that I called my wubby, or my lovey. My lovey, I think, is what I used to call it. And then I used to do this every time I went to sleep, or I'll rub it on my nose. I still do that. Yeah. I do occasionally flap one hand, and I don't think I do it in public all that much unless I'm very anxious. Yeah. So I do another thing with my teeth. It sounds like a clicking, but it's just me pressing my teeth together or barely biting the insides of my lips. I do that when I'm very tired. I like the way it snaps. I don't know how to explain it. It's when I squeeze and I separate, my teeth kind of make a little snap noise, and I like it. I do this thing with my hair where I just barely press. And I love the way it feels on my fingertips, so I do that too. Stim. I do rock. Mostly, rocking is what I do the most. And that's usually when I'm very comfortable. It's not necessarily anything I do unless I'm extremely nervous, because once I get really nervous or anxious, I'm very conscious of my behavior unless I'm in a meltdown mode. In which case, I'm usually headed home or at home. Very rarely, I think on one occasion in California, I got so overstimulated I punched a pillar or a light, something. It was, I don't know, some kind of cement pillar or a light post or something, but nothing I could damage. If anything, I think I damaged my hand, but that was only one time. There was a time when I was at courthouse, I had to actually leave in a hurry because I was being triggered. But needless to say, stimming. Stimming is not anything you need to let anyone tell you to stop doing, because it's a way of soothing yourself. It's just like when children are babies and mothers are in rocking chairs and they rock back and forth. It's soothing. The motion is soothing to the child. If you have a child that's autistic and they do things, or any child at all for that matter, when they're getting in trouble and they're fidgeting and they're doing all this stuff, and don't make them stop. That's how they're making themselves feel better. And unless they feel better or more comfortable, unless they soothe themselves, they're not going to hear a thing you're saying. It's not that they're going to be distracted by what they're doing, because that's how most people think or see it, I think. It's them soothing themselves so they're not so uncomfortable. And if you don't let them stim, they're not going to hear a word you say. And I know this from experience because I am a stimmer. And I have a lot of people that tried to stop my stims growing up. Sorry. There were a lot of times when my stims were... I'm watching what I say, because I promised people that I wouldn't post things about my family life, but this is just I'm not saying anyone did anything wrong. I'm just saying, unbeknownst to most people that were interacting with me as a child when I was stimming, like most parents whose children suck their thumbs, obviously at age 13, your parents are gonna be like, okay, why are you still sucking your thumb? So, there was an obvious attempt to make me stop, but I was also attempting to stop on my own. I was also a part of that. I didn't want to suck my thumb. But, yeah. The rubbing the sheets thing, no one ever tried to stop me doing that because it was never a nuisance to anyone, not even me, until I was in a relationship and we would be in the bed together and I would rub the sheets. I would rub the pillowcase, and so it would become a nuisance to the person in bed with me. But yeah, so I didn't really look up a whole lot specifically about stimming, but that's the basic gist of it for layman's terms. I'll come up with a better video. I just want to try to put something out there every day so that I can get used to being in front of the camera, get used to speaking not recited, but planned, and get used to speaking just winging it so that I can kind of get my own style, get my own thing going. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to hear about, I have a whole list. I've been showing this list. I've been flashing this list for like a month. Only touched a few bases so far. But if there's anything you guys want to hear about, anything you want me to research and find more facts on for you, I'll do my best to thoroughly research things and not just throw things out there like the first thing I find on the internet. I'll try to contrast and compare different articles or different points of reference. So leave comments, questions, anything below, and I will be sure to see that and do what I can to help you get that information. Thank you for watching. That's all I have for stimming at the moment. I have to go get my child ready so we can enroll her in school, put on some eyebrows, get my day started. Everyone have a good day. Be gentle on each other, and oh yeah, just have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.